All right, so first of all, shout out to Bo9263. If you haven't heard about his channel, subscribe to his channel. I have the link in the description. I just finished watching his video about Houston Texans slave owner Bob McNair. I've been calling these guys these white supremacist troglodyte slave owners. Exactly what they are, slave owners. Since the inception of Colin Kaepernick taking the knee for the so-called national anthem. That's what they are. White supremacist slave owners. All right. It's been like that. It's a white supremacist billionaires boy club. That's what it is. Straight up. But I just got done watching Bo9263's video, man, and I looked the story up, and this white supremacist troglodyte Bob McNair calls himself apologizing for thinking out loud. I mean, this is, see, the new era of white supremacy, which is headed by Donald Trump, aka Clockwork Orange. And a little sidebar, people ask me like, well, why do you call Donald Trump Clockwork Orange? Well, watch the movie Clockwork Orange, okay? And it's a double entendre. You know, Donald Trump looks like a cross between Carrot Top, a burnt orange, and just a goddamn salamander, right? But he's also a white supremacist thief. He's a criminal. And so Clockwork Orange is about a criminal organization out there in Europe, you know, called and wreaking havoc at night. Just look that movie up, Clockwork Orange. But it's really a double entendre. Matter of fact, like a triple entendre. It's a name that's fitting for multiple reasons. But I digress. But yeah, you know, Bob McNair calls himself apologizing for thinking out loud. You know what I'm saying? So this guy made he made the statement, and this is a perfect statement for the climate of white supremacy we have always been in since the inception of the transatlantic slave trade in 1505. We have always been in this climate because, again, we're prisoners of war, okay? People classified as black or African American are prisoners of war. Point blank and simple. All right? But he made the statement that Bob McNair, the slave owner of the Houston Texans, made the statement that, quote, "We can't have inmates running the prison." Inmates meaning players classified as black or African American. All right. And he was discussing the impact of players so-called protesting, right, for the national anthem, or the so-called national anthem, rather. And he made the statement of inmates running the prison, right? And that, again, that's a perfect analogy, because we have always been prisoners of war. We are prisoners in the system of white supremacy. It's been like that since the inception, okay? The inception of our ancestors being brought here, okay, by these European troglodyte devils. All right? Since 1505, like I always say. Over 500 years. All right? But, you know, the new climate of white supremacy, the rogue way of running white supremacy by Donald Trump, Clockwork Orange, is being an overt white supremacist. You know, it's not cute. It's not really accepted now to be a covert white supremacist. Well, you know, I think I like some black people. Well, you could act like you like black people, take pictures with them and do photo ops and show up to charity games and stuff like that. But you're the one that voted in a white supremacist. You go into the voting booth and you vote in an open white supremacist named Clockwork Orange, right? But at the same time, now it's okay to call out, you know, players as sons of bitches. It's okay to call out players as inmates in a prison. It's okay. It's accepted. You know what I'm saying? And so him so-called apologizing, that don't mean shit. I mean, he apologized because he felt like it. It wasn't like, you know, he apologized because he was forced, or potential sponsors like, hey, Bob McNair, can you just stop calling the niggers, you know, inmates? No, he did it because he felt like it. You know what I'm saying? But again, it don't mean shit. You know, coming from a troglodyte slave owner, it don't mean a goddamn thing. You know, it's a white supremacist way of being politically correct. It just doesn't mean anything, and it's actually an oxymoron. You know, because again, he's not apologizing for anything other than because he felt like it. That's the power of these white supremacists who have mental disorders. Of course, like I say, white supremacists have mental disorders. It's always been that way because they know that people classified as black or African American are superior in every single category. Okay? Every single category. And I'm talking about genetics. I'm talking about genetics. Okay? That's what I'm talking about. But we know right now in the climate that we're in, for a while, you know, white supremacists own and control all 9 areas of activity. That's again, economics, education, entertainment, labor, law, politics, religion, sex, and war. That's what they're dealing with. That's what they control. They own and control the narrative, and they can say and do as they feel. And you got motherfuckers like this guy, offensive tackle Dwayne Brown, talking about, quote, "We're disrespectful." What he said was disrespectful and ignorant. He said, Brown said he was very upset. That's like the goddamn, see, I told y'all, you know, NFL players, NBA players, you know, the NFL players are field Negroes. All right? Field Negroes. The NBA players are house Negroes. Right? Because they're treated better than, you know, NFL players. They're held at a higher standard, but at the end of the day, they're still slaves. So this kind of reminds me, like, you know, the slave being upset that the slave owner says something disrespectful. "Hey, you damn dirty nigger monkey," or some shit like that, and the slave crying, "Sir, I don't like the words, sir. I set with you, sir. Oh, you know, nigger, I apologize. Nigger, you actually look like a half a monkey, but I apologize for calling you a full-blooded monkey. But you are half a monkey, nigger. Are you happy now?" It's that kind of shit. You know, that's exactly what it is. So this motherfucker Dwayne, I ain't even know. Like I said, I don't follow football, man. I don't watch football games. Could care less. It is a permanent boycott all the way through from me. So this dude, I never heard of this dude, Dwayne Brown. Okay, you right here, bruh. You are on the coon train for sure. Okay, it was better to just keep your goddamn mouth shut. Just keep your damn mouth shut. But now you are, okay, an inmate in the prison system that's owned and controlled by these wardens who are the white supremacist slave owners of the NFL, the white supremacist billionaire boys club. You made yourself known by saying you were offended by your slave master, your slave owner. And you made yourself known by saying that your feelings would hurt. Your feelings was hurt by your slave owner. You made it publicly known. You should have just kept your damn mouth shut. You in a goddamn contract, okay? And again, you know, most of these NFL players live paycheck to paycheck. All right? Ain't no guaranteed contracts in the NFL. All right? Offensive tackles make decent money. But at the end of the day, you're in a collision, high collision sport that has a short lifespan in terms of tenure. The average NFL career is about 2 years. All right. So you should have kept your damn mouth shut, Dwayne Brown. Talk about you was very upset. Your white supremacist slave owner signed your paychecks. He signed your life away. You are all you are to these white supremacist slave owners is an asset, okay, that can be easily replaced, just like that, point blank and simple. You know, and you know, shout out to Master P, and I think Master P and Puffy. I don't call him P Diddy. Puffy want to start their own leagues. You know, I applaud that. You know, I always said we need to start our own NFL black-owned football league, American Football League. Just like Ice Cube did it with his league, you know, with his Big Three league. We need to start that with NFL. I mean, with the football, you know, and that should be real big, you know, real big. So I hope we do something like that, and I'll definitely support that. But anyway, like I said, white supremacists, because of Donald Trump, Clockwork Orange being the leader, the new leader in the face of white supremacy and accepting overt racism, it's okay to say, you know, black players are sons of bitches and they're inmates in the prison system. You can say that out loud. Say nigger out loud. I want to see who the faces of white supremacy are. There's no hiding behind a computer on these white supremacist message boards, you know, like stormfront.org and these Reddit forums and stuff like that. I want to see the faces of white supremacists. And these slave owners are the faces of white supremacists. Donald Trump, aka Clockwork Orange, is the face of white supremacy. So I want to see who our enemies are. Point blank and simple. So Bob McNair, your apology don't mean a goddamn thing. You just apologizing because you want to. But I'm glad that you said what you said. And your apology don't mean a goddamn thing. We know you're a white supremacist. That's what it is. Point blank and simple. Let's start our own black NFL league and stop complaining about this shit. I'm all on board about having our own everything. That's why I call myself the Black Separatist. Straight up, point blank and simple. All right, so anyway, those are my thoughts on that, family. Leave your comments down below in the comments section. All right, family, until next time, Chauncey, aka the Black Separatist, signing out. Peace.